Greetings and welcome to this meditation on April 26, 2025. We're at the Unitarian Church and we're recording for now and later use. And we're going to, in this meditation, reflect on what's occurring on the earth today. And it's also not just on the earth, but also throughout the cosmos, beneath the earth's surface, in the core, underneath pyramids, throughout the atmosphere, around the earth and beyond the earth, including all divine beings, human beings. Our intention is to hold to that awareness that there is an advancement of consciousness and a raising of vibration of all beings upon the earth and the earth itself. And the intention is the peaceful evolution of humanity. So as we begin, we're simply breathing. And however you want to be, sitting in a beanbag, sitting in a chair, lying on the ground, in a bed, whatever is best for you. Sitting squarely, feet on the ground, lying down. And we'll begin by having our awareness connect us to the earth, as if there is a rod or a cone or extension from our tailbone down into the earth, anchoring us through the earth's surface, down into below the surface, even all the way through the earth structure to the core of the earth, grounding, centering, aligning, harmonizing our entire being with the beingness of Earth, Mother, Gaia, the divine feminine. Breathing. Deepen your breath. With eyes closed, focus inside, where vast worlds exist in you. Your breath bringing you into the now time. And any escape from the present moment through thoughts and sensations and feelings and emotions, awareness, remembrances. Just observe that. Be the witnessing presence. Watch that. And then come back. Come back to breath and let the breath bring you into the continually unfolding present moment of the eternal now. And as you deepen your breath, come into the present moment, you're coming into the calm, not a calm or a peace or a tranquility that you're finding on the outside and integrating within yourself. It's already in you. You're just drawing yourself deeper through your breath to come into the center, the core of your being and beingness, where all the qualities of the divine exist, transcendent attributes of divinity. You have them in you. Imagine, if you can or need to, what all may be in you: worlds, universes, endless space, infinity, peace, love, joy, beauty, divine radiance. And anything may happen during this meditation, and we welcome all experiences, any of the clairs or any of the empath gifts. You could see, you could hear, you could sense, you could feel, you could know, you could smell. Any of those clairs, not just clairvoyance, but the others. Any way that you see or experience or process energetic information as it flows through you and through the cosmos. Welcome that. Welcome any visualization. And we invite and acknowledge the gods, the divine beings who are already here with us, increasing in measure during this time, this season of existence in the history of humanity, the earth, and the worlds, all the star systems and planets and solar systems and galaxies. We call upon our true and higher selves, our spirit guides and helpers, our divine team and spirit council associated with each one of us in this room and beyond this room, and at this time, and even in some beyond time, even in that timelessness where there is no time. We do call out for the gods and goddesses and angels and archangels, all beings of highest vibration, the Elohim. There is an awareness of specific divine beings, and we know who they are, and you may know who they are too, or not, and it doesn't matter. They come here to help, and they are helping us, even more now than perhaps any other time. It's an important time here for humanity. It's a time for a peaceful evolution of humanity on the earth. We align our entire being and consciousness, body, soul, and spirit, and every part of us, even beyond that, in coordination with all divine and ascended beings everywhere, raising our vibration and elevating our consciousness, advancing our entire being. All is one. We are one with all, unitive consciousness with all that is. Your breath is so important. It is you as energy and spirit and beingness, consciousness. What is consciousness? Consciousness is awareness, and awareness is paying attention. We are paying attention. Becoming pure consciousness, entering into nothingness, the emptiness of inner being and the cosmos. In truth, there are no definable structures anywhere. And there is a core within the earth that both gives and receives energy. And we will connect with that. We are connected to that because this is how consciousness, the consciousness of the earth, works. It's like the subconscious patterns of the earth itself, the deepest part of consciousness in all structures. Energy and information moves towards the surface of the earth at all times. And we can see the conscious reflection of that energy on the surface. We see it through ourselves, through plants and animals, everything that's on the earth. In the deepest part of evolution, the evolution of all things, the evolution of humanity, takes place in this conscious center, in the center of the earth. We're allowing things to come to the forefront, to be observed as you are the witness. Whatever arises during this meditation, allow it to come up. There is nothing bad. There's only energy and information arising for your growth and development. And always return to the calm place with your breath, whatever you may see, images, reflections, memories of your life, perhaps other lives you've lived, past or future, or other times. Be the observer, even be up above it, watching. Allowing things to come to the forefront for your observation. The process of evolution continues and allows for deeper and deeper things to arise. Everything. And we allow everything to evolve and grow. And there's a toroidal auric field around you and around the earth and around all beings everywhere. It's the energy body and beyond the energy body, the infinite nature of life itself that covers us, covers everything. And we are with all beings everywhere who are here to assist humanity. in your consciousness, which is non-material. It's a substance, but it can't be seen. It's the unseen elements of all that is your consciousness, connected to your spirit and your true self, your beingness in all beings everywhere, anchoring consciousness for the peaceful transition, the humanity's evolution. Come back to breath as you need to. Be present with breath, perhaps the only thing that really exists. If you can see it, it's not true reality. If it's taken form, it's only a manifest expression. That comes from the beingness of Source. And the only thing that's real is Source consciousness. You have been a part of that. You will be a part of that. And you are a part of that. You are one with Source. Ground yourself in Earth as an expression of Source, and your own inner being as an expression of Source. Be an emanation of Source, Spirit, Creator, in your true essence, with your true and higher self. Anchoring, anchoring, coming deeper, deeper into the cosmos, deeper into the earth, and deeper into you. Consent to this deep work, allowing beings, divine beings who are here with us to do a work in you, whether you notice it or not. It is happening. And even those here who may extend themselves on behalf of another. Healing. We are all not only anchoring into our own consciousness, but in the earth grid consciousness, we anchor. It needs to be anchored for the new timeline that is coming, and we welcome it. Building new structures. That is occurring now in you. Transmission, processing in you, in this moment, the only moment that is, the eternal now. An upgrade, a recalibration, a transmutation of the energy structure of your being to come into the truth of who you really are. Breathing even slower, deeper. It has been said that we don't even really need to breathe. And you may have noticed that there are times when the breath is not as essential. There are times when it seems very essential and we breathe very deeply. We seem to be out of breath. We catch our breath. We capture our breath. But the breath has a mind and an awareness of its own. Allow it to do what it needs to do, to move in you on its own accord. Because in truth, breath is all there is. Breath is air, wind, energy, spirit, divine spirit, your spirit, all spirits everywhere. And you're breathing that. You're breathing in and out the true essence of all that is. And you may want to take some time, if you so please, to do a body scan, starting at the top of your head and moving ever so slowly. I'll give you time to do this slowly through the cranium and all the way down, even to the bottom of your feet. But take some time doing that. There is no rush. Do this body scan and ask the divine beings who are associated with you to give insight and information about anything that may be present in any of these areas on the body, any disturbances, complexes, obstacles, hindrances, any illness or disease, any trapped energy, repressed emotional states, old patterns and programming, tension, physical aches, emotional pain. Just move through your body. And you may not find anything specific, but just move through your body, and your intention is just to discern something. But it could even just be going through the body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, sending out a blessing, disseminating divine energy, expressing a grace and a graciousness to every part of your body for healing, transformation, renewal, recalibration. And as you consider your body during this body scan, do it with compassion. Your body is not doing anything wrong. Everything that is occurring, even illness and disease, is a healing response. The body always does what it needs to do to recalibrate itself, to bring it back to harmony. Even any wound, emotional or physical or mental, is always experiencing a processing, a movement that may be painful. Some things hurt. Accept that and acknowledge that what is happening in your body is what is meant to be. And the body doesn't lie. The body can be trusted. The body keeps the score. The body always tabulates its energies. seeking resolution at every turn. Even in that time when others have passed out of the body, when the body expires, and we will do that too. That is a healing response. That is a necessary transition in the back and forth, up and down movements and vicissitudes of life and living in a physical container, your vehicle. Honor your body now, whatever it's doing. Sending a blessing in every place that you're alerted to. And mostly during this meditation, your awareness has been on you, your breath, and what is inside of you, with some recollection and connection to that which is outside of you, on the earth and in the earth, in the cosmos, divine beings, and even human beings who may be near you. Just as you did a body scan for yourself and were aware of what issues and energies may be existing in your own physical frame. You can see the energy body of anybody else for the sake of healing. And remember that we are all one. There is no separation or division. Regarding all humans everywhere, we are each other. There's only one of us here. And regarding all divine beings, gods and goddesses, we are them and they are us. We are evolving together. We're coming into the place of stillness in the present moment, seemingly not moving, but colliding and careening through all spaces in the universe and universes, moving at galactic speeds, because that's what we do when we fly. We move through the cosmos, and you might even visualize that. You might see how that occurs, being in the void, the emptiness of space. Dark canvas on a black sky, dots of light, stars, planets, light beings, divine beings. You, you might be there. You could even see yourself careening through the universe. Meandering through empty space in the vast cosmos, in the infinite realms. The sky's the limit, and there is no limit. The universe is endless. We recognize and acknowledge all beings who intend to help us evolve. And we recognize and acknowledge all awareness of consciousness in the cosmos. And we recognize and acknowledge all access to the Akashic field and all fields everywhere. And we recognize and acknowledge all structures that need to be dismantled. And we recognize and acknowledge all obstacles that need to be dissolved. And we recognize and acknowledge all old programming and conditioning that needs to be upgraded. And we recognize and acknowledge all wounds and hurts and trauma and illness that needs to be healed. And we recognize and acknowledge all that needs to be forgiven. And we recognize and acknowledge all karmic patterns that need to be resolved. And we recognize and acknowledge all wholeness and integration and completion that needs to be integrated. And we recognize and acknowledge all oneness that needs to be restored. And we recognize and acknowledge all souls that are returning to Source. And we recognize and acknowledge our oneness with divinity, our unity with Creator and Spirit, and our quest to return home to Source, knowing that we are all just guiding each other home. And home is always here. It's always near. Home is in the heart, and the heart is in the body, and the body is in the soul, and the soul is in consciousness, and consciousness is everywhere, as spirit is everywhere. As God created the heavens and the earth was formless and void, spirit, the Ruach, the wind, the divine wind, was hovering over the waters, brooding, searching, being, extending in the deep dark abyss of the unified field of quantum infinity. You are there. Rest in it. Be in it. Be present. Be. Welcome home. Isn't it nice to not have to search or to consider something outside of you, to consider a means of gratification and fulfillment, because everything is within, and you are in the present place, the presentness of this moment's eternal now. when all exists for you and you are able to create and manifest from the unified field, the quantum field of infinite possibility, infinite potential, which is within your grasp right now. So, what is it that you want to create? You may now begin to return from wherever you went on your journey and journeys. You're exploring and traveling, you're flying. And now it is time to land, to come back to this existence that you have chosen. You've carefully choreographed your life, and it is occurring and expressing itself in exactly the way that it's supposed to. There are no mistakes, only lessons. And lessons are repeated until they're resolved. And that's not a punishment. That's a beautiful discovery that occurs again and again as you evolve and grow. Because we are seeking the peaceful evolution of humanity, transitioning to higher states of being, advanced consciousness, elevated vibration, extended aspects of being and beingness. In a time such as this, that seem chaotic and calamitous, but we have what it takes to journey through. We are a part of the solution, the answer, because we showed up, we arrived, we are here, and we have so many with us, so many, so many souls and spirits and beings. Victory and advancement is assured. All shall come to pass as is meant to be. Coming back into your body, to this time in the room that you're in. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.